And welcome to the Five Live Bears podcast. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday evening or whenever you choose to listen to this. As always, Tim is there in his captain's chair. We got John behind master control. Brian is here in the salty seat. And Aaron, all
the salty seat.
Salty seat.
I like
Aaron,
that.
yeah,
I was so salty last episode I hardly talked.
No,
is it the salty seat or the high five chair?
Either way, I can't we do it again.
It's the
And
it's
Aaron, all the way from the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Aaron, where you at, bud?
I want to be called very special guest Heather Locklear.
And with our very special, and with the part of Heather Locklear being played by Aaron Allenbaugh. All right. So as we know, if you're watching this podcast, listening to this podcast, and you've listened to us before or know us in real life, not much makes us happier than Marvel films, unless it's Black Panther.
If it makes you happy.
This has also been a very musical night for the Five Live Bears. You missed out on our group singing of All Star by Smash Mouth.
No, you didn't.
Oh, it was recorded?
Yes, it was recorded.
Yes! I'm so happy about that.
Well, at least the Zacchaeus was a wee little man one part was.
Yeah. So,
one of the parts was.
But anyway, something that makes us very happy are the Marvel films. Aaron is going to do something that his brother is super excited to hear about. Aaron is going to spoil the Marvel Universe for us. Now, let me give a caveat real quick. Aaron did not write for these films. Him and Kevin Feige, however it's pronounced, are not the best. Fee-fi-fo-fage. Are not the best of friends, but Aaron is a prognosticator of the
mystic
arts.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it is March. It is
the mystic arts. Is that what you said?
The procrastinator of the.
I prefer wizard.
So Aaron, knowing all the comic book lore, all the comic book stories that are coming up,
We need an alarm to go off right now because guess what, guys? We're about to go full Aaron.
We're about to go full Aaron.
We are about to go full Aaron.
And
so
you know they say never go full Aaron, but I'm okay with going full Aaron tonight.
if you have a seatbelt and you don't have it on, put it on right now.
If you were in Jurassic Park, this is the part where Sam Jackson would tell you to hold on to your butt.
Oh yeah.
So Aaron is going to spoil, in his opinion, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where they could possibly go, where he think
We're going full Aaron.
We're going full Aaron. Right? We got the music going and everything.
Full Aaron music.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so Aaron, let me ask you this question real quick. We alluded to this in the last podcast. Do you want to discuss now who you think that Marvel will have as surprise guests in Infinity War, or is that something you're going to weave into your ruining of the MCU for us?
We could start there.
Because I'm excited. This is exciting to me. Who do you think?
Do we need to give a spoiler warning before we go any further?
I don't think we need to give a spoiler warning. No spoiler warnings because we don't know for sure. This is just what's in the comics that's already been out.
Possible spoilers are coming your way. We're not sure if they're legitimate spoilers.
These are like the Snoke spoilers that we gave that weren't true. So
I need to go back and listen to those podcasts now where I took my headphones off and you guys talked about all the Star Wars things that never actually happened.
We talked about Last Jedi and absolutely nothing happened.
Oh, by the way, we weren't right about anything about Last Jedi, but we're definitely right about this.
I'm not only guessing Infinity War. I'm talking like the next 10 years of Marvel movies. I'm about to tell you. So.
Oh yeah, we know. We are aware. We are excited. We are stoked even.
This is actually a spoiler. This what I'm about to say is that Peter Dinklage is in the movie. He's either at least in Avengers 4, but probably in Infinity War also.
Who's he playing?
Well, there is a character that is in Infinity Gauntlet that's known as Pip the Troll.
Is he playing Trask?
And he's like a little drunk troll that chases women and all that stuff.
So he's the character he's playing in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Okay. He drinks and he does things.
Pretty much.
He's Tyrion.
So the second person this one I'm a little bit more iffy on, but I'm pretty sure they're in the movie. And this is a big one, is the Silver Surfer, which I know is a Fox character, but Fox and Marvel have been, even before this whole buyout thing, have been chummy, trading characters like the Watcher and Ego were in Guardians 2, and then Marvel let Fox do all these TV shows like Legion and Gifted. So the rumor is that Silver Surfer is appearing in this movie. There's apparently a cast list out there somewhere, and Silver Surfer's on the cast list.
John told me earlier tonight that if Silver Surfer shows up, he's gonna rip his shirt open at the movie theater, fall to his knees, and like scream in excitement.
Is he gonna
It would
scream,
be. It would be more of a moan, more than it would be a scream.
Silver Surfer.
It'd be like that thing Aaron does when he's talking about
when he's singing
Grease.
Grease?
yeah, he's singing Grease. Silver.
So this is not off topic, but I'm throwing this in. Okay, real quickly, and Tim, you get to go last. Name a character that Marvel does not currently own that you would like to see in Infinity War. John, we'll start with you.
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom. Brian.
I'm not prepared for that.
Ooh.
Aaron. But other than the people
Wait,
you've
what's
mentioned so far, who would you like? Who's your number one pick?
That Marvel does.
I mean, Doctor Doom plays a huge role in the story, but I'd go with Wolverine.
Dang it!
Yeah. I thought. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Can I say Adam Warlock, or is
Yeah.
that like?
Well, I mean, he's not in there now, so it's fine. That'll work.
Him or Mr. Fantastic.
that wasn't the parameters I gave. So, Brian, anybody besides Wolverine?
It's kind of the best. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard to beat Logan.
I would go with Deadpool because I would like to see him and Star-Lord interact. I think that'd be great. But that's something on my face.
No, I'm
Okay.
just scratching my face.
Well, you're looking at somebody and scratching your
He's
face.
got some whiskers popping out. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But even though Marvel owns the rights to these characters, they've never intertwined with the.
Can we have Daredevil?
I was gonna say I would like to see them end up in New York and just see the Netflix characters.
I hope that in Infinity War, like they end up in New York and Daredevil and Luke Cage and Danny Rand and Jessica Jones all pop up and we're like, we got this, and Thanos just kills them right away.
There's the scene where Frank Castle
Punisher, yeah.
kills Thanos. No, that wouldn't.
I haven't
happen.
finished Punisher yet, so
Scene where Iron Fist keeps charging up to do his attack and never does.
Might make me fist.
They're like, Danny, whatever you do, don't let Thanos get near the Iron Fist, or else this will happen. And he
just
would
walks right next to him,
right-
like jumps on his back and hugs him.
Exactly what happened. Danny, your fist is one of the stones. We need to keep you away from Thanos.
And he cuts his own hand off.
He's like,
I just cut it off in case that way he couldn't get to it easier.
but I'm just going to set it down right next to Thanos.
I had to
You're
go
an
find,
idiot.
I
rolls
had
it
to
down
go
the street
find
for you.
Claire.
I'm going to throw it at him.
Did anybody besides me watch Jessica Jones in its entirety?
Not yet.
No.
It was
Season
a show. I mean, it was good.
It was a show.
Thank you, Charles.
Hey,
Well,
Charlie.
I know how much you guys hate spoilers. There is like a 20-minute scene. It is the best part of the whole series. The series is great, but there's one thing in particular that's awesome.
That's how season 1 was.
Well-
Like, the scene where Kilgrave gets away out of the chamber.
But this season, the villain. No, this is not a spoiler. The actual villain in this season of Jessica Jones is our own inner demons. You know what we hate most about ourselves are the things that are there to just. Yeah, exactly. It's a good show, but it can't compare to the first season. Okay, so back away from my
Anyway,
love of Netflix.
Aaron, who's your third surprise whatever thing?
So I think during the credits, we will see the cocoon open from Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and Adam Warlock will come out. Every time they bring up Adam Warlock, they're like, "Yeah, we're not messing with that this time." But I've been reading all these old Thanos stories, and it's always Adam Warlock, Pip the Troll, and Gamora that show up to stop Thanos, like every time.
What about if the cocoon opened up and it's Steve Gutenberg?
That is
It's a crossover with Cocoon.
That is a quite
that
the
would be
reference.
awesome. Yeah,
Brian,
see,
you familiar with Cocoon?
No.
Wilford Brimley.
you know where all the old men jump in the pool and get younger.
Thank you for going there, John.
Oh, that movie.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Oh.
So,
Yeah,
Aaron,
forget.
everybody's seen Cocoon.
Aaron, when do you think? What do you think will be the first joint Marvel Fox production? The actual when Marvel, when Disney owns the right to the majority of the Fox stuff or all the Fox stuff that Marvel owns. What do you think would be the first thing they put out?
Probably a Fantastic Four movie.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Do you think that Disney would do a Fantastic Four movie well?
Yes.
John, fantasy casting. Who would?
Oh my
no,
goodness!
I just want to know.
You put me on the spot.
Doctor Doom. Who would you get all the money in the world to cast Doctor Doom? And before you say it, no, Stallone would not be a good Doctor Doom.
Oh,
I am the Doom.
I don't know. That's a tough one because that's a really tough one. George Clooney probably wouldn't do it. That would be my.
What about
That'd be my third pick.
I think it would be Michael Chiklis. I think it would be a great one. He was great as the Thing.
Aaron who?
No way.
the guy that was
That's
on
as
that
bad as
AMC
George-
show? Ham. What's his name?
John Hamm. I could
John
see that.
Hamm. Yeah, I think someone like him, who's kind of handsome but has like a sinister side.
I was.
Watch it.
What if, and I'm not saying this to be.
Aaron.
I'm not saying this to be sarcastic, but what about Rick Grimes?
Andrew
No.
Lincoln.
No. If they need Doctor Doom to have red eyes,
Him go,
and
Carl.
sweat.
Carl.
They changed Reed's name to Carl.
Michonne.
Did you?
No, thank you.
In the first episode or the first 5 minutes, Reed, I didn't know your real first name was Carl.
Yeah.
Carl.
Carl Reed.
Oh man.
My son died. I'm gonna
I'm
kill
gonna
you.
What about Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Well, if we're talking about Carl's, we're not Carl Urban. I mean, why don't we
Well,
just
actually,
go?
Carl Urban. I think would be a good Mr.
What?
Was Reed Richards. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Carl Urban is not Reed Richards.
I am to Carl Urban as John is to Ant-Man. If I watch something with him in it that week, he is the best person ever.
All right.
And I watched Judge Dredd again. So
All right. Aaron, spoil the stuff.
All right. So I'm not going to say
at
too
me,
much
Charlie.
about Infinity War
Come at
because
me.
it's about to come out. But I would just say keep an eye on Gamora and Nebula. I think they're both going to have huge roles in the story.
Well, in the
Um,
trailer, isn't Nebula walking like holding Thanos' hand at some point?
No, that's
That's
Gamora,
Gamora.
as a
That's who
little
I
kid.
meant. Gamora, whatever. The
Yeah.
green one.
I thought it was Scarlet Witch.
No.
Her too, and the Olsen twins. She's her sister.
What if
Uncle Jesse.
what if Danny Tanner was?
That's awesome.
Danny Tanner as Doctor Doom.
Yes. Hey,
and the character of Danny Tanner.
Aaron, in the trailer, who's the dude that's torturing Doctor Strange?
That is Thanos' team, and I cannot think of their names. I
Team
know that
Thanos,
one's like
yeah.
one's like Ebony Maul, and
And that one's Ivory Mall. Yeah,
yeah,
they work
names
together
like
in perfect
that.
harmony.
Oh my god.
They're from one of the recent stories I haven't read, so I'm not too familiar with them.
Why does he look like he ought to be in the cantina somewhere?
I thought he looked like he should be on
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
Or
I
that too.
kind of thought Doctor Who, he kind of like a bad guy on there. But anyhow,
Anyhow.
I kind of thought Fifth Element. Is that what we're doing right now?
Yes.
yeah.
I did
Thank
not.
you.
And the DJ shows up.
Cut it out.
Well, I was thinking of DJ from episode
Oh,
8, but
I've seen DJ from Full House.
that too.
I went Full House also.
Never go Full House.
All right, so we'll move on to Avengers 4, and Marvel has kept saying, "Oh, it was supposed to be like a part 1, part 2 story," and then they're kind of like, "Oh no, they're separate stories." But it sounds like this is the rest of the Thanos story. So I'm pretty sure Avengers 4 will be called Infinity Gauntlet, and that's like one of my favorite stories of all time. So,
So
I don't think,
Can we speculate real quick?
yeah.
Thanos isn't gonna. I don't think Thanos is gonna get the full Infinity Gauntlet in Avengers 4. Like the fist where he's punching Captain America, he's only got 2 stones. Like I think it's gonna. I don't know. We'll go full. I don't want to spoil it. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, hold on. Well, Marvel keeps teasing where's the Soul Stone, and people keep saying, "Oh, it's in Wakanda, it's in the meteor or whatever." But I think it might be in the Cocoon with Adam Warlock, and I think that might be how he gets into the story. Because in the comic book, Adam Warlock always has the Soul Stone, so that's why I'm thinking the storyline's gonna go that way.
What color is the Soul Stone?
Yeah. Gold.
It is green. It's green.
No.
I'm looking at the book right here.
The
It's
green
green.
one. The green one
green's the
says
one that
Doctor Strange.
Doctor
has.
Strange has.
In the comic books, it is green.
Okay,
the
so do we have a
comic,
gold stone in?
Well, Visions is yellow.
Here's the ones that you have right now.
You've got blue, which is the Tesseract. You've got red, which is Thor 2.
Red is also the color of the blood that he shed.
The Reality Stone is red. The 8th year. The
I did
Tesseract
correct.
was blue. The
We're
Power
doing
Stone is
Zacchaeus.
purple.
Now we're doing the
The Time Stone is green. The Mind Stone is yellow.
That's
and the
Vision.
Soul Stone is orange, according to
Orangish, goldish.
that.
Yeah. Anyways, so we're going non-comic books. Anyways, Aaron, go on. Sorry.
So Infinity Gauntlet is the big smackdown between Thanos and everybody to the death. And this is where, I think a couple people might die in Infinity War, but the next movie is where you're really going to see it happen. When he has the gauntlet fully assembled, it's just going to be a bloodbath. So, but I'm not going to spoil how they
gonna be
defeat him
so
because it's really fun. Yeah. But at the end of the movie, I think we all agree that there's going to be two people that are either dead or MIA by the end of Infinity Gauntlet, and that is Iron Man and Captain America. And even, the actor has said, I'm done after Avengers 4.
Pour one out for Chris Evans.
That's right.
Right here on John's
Yeah,
floor.
right here on the carpet. Do it. Go ahead.
Won't be the first time.
Ah, bazinga.
So,
Rip the hair out of your face.
at the end of the movie, if they follow the comic book, Adam Warlock will end up with the Infinity Gauntlet at the end. And so once Infinity Gauntlet's over, we'll go into Spider-Man 2. And what they've said about Spider-Man 2 is this is Spider-Man dealing with the aftermath of Avengers 4.
Go ahead.
What?
Nothing.
We're sorry. We're watching a video.
John distracted us for a second.
My bad. Sorry.
All right.
Use the Mind
So
Stone on
Spider-Man is dealing with the aftermath of Avengers 4. So I think that would mean, there's no more Tony Stark to be mentoring him, or no more gadgets. He's going to have to become his own hero at this point. So I think that's what Spider-Man 2 is going to be all about.
So what's Larry Boy going to be about?
Larry Boy, he's very upset because Bob has died tragically during the Infinity Gauntlet. And so he's really upset, and he decides it's a storyline called Larry Boy No More. And there's a scene where he's dumping the outfit in the garbage can. And then Cordy comes out and sings, What Have We Learned Today, or whatever that song is.
Where's my hairbrush?
Okay. So, this is the last movie that has been announced that we know of is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So I think this is Adam Warlock with the Infinity Gauntlet. And they're like, oh, good, a good guy has it. And then he starts going crazy. And they're like, oh, great, here we go again, where he's, about to destroy the whole universe. And if you know the comic books about Adam Warlock, there's always this possibility that in the future he'll become the Magus, or the Magus.
It was Magus, not Magus.
Magus.
When I was a kid, I used to love watching the Magus, the crime dog stuff. Man, I had the coloring book.
There's always this theory in the future that Adam Warlock comes Mr. Magoo.
Yeah, Mr. Yeah.
John, do you have a Mr. Magoo impression?
No,
John
I do
does.
not have a Mr. Magoo impression.
That's not worth his time.
So he's going
Sorry.
to be the Grand Magus, yeah.
So they'll either end up in the future to see the Magus, or he'll become the Magus, and they'll realize that the gauntlet is too powerful for one person to hold. So he's going to split up the gems among a team. So he's going to form a team, and he'll give the gems. He'll keep one. He'll give one to Pip the Troll, one to Gamora, one to Drax, and that's all from the comic books. And then probably Mantis will be the fifth one. And then the sixth member is a secret in the comic books, but he's a purple guy. That's all I'll say. Big purple guy.
The Infinitable Crunk from Justice Friends?
Yeah. With what was his Van Halen or Van Halla?
Van Holla.
Yeah. So anyhow, this will form the team.
I thought they were going Van Helsing there for a minute.
Just a heads up, Aaron, since you're in the room with us. John and Brian are asleep.
I know. That's what I figured. I'm trying to.
Hey, you
Trying to
sounded
spruce
like
it.
Mom right there. I know. Sorry, Mom.
Jeez.
Hashtag love you,
Going off
mom.
the rails.
Hashtag sorry, mom.
Hashtag
All right, Aaron,
But
come on,
what-
come on, come
What
on.
this means is Adam Warlock has just taken half the Guardians of the Galaxy away. So the team is going to split up right here. So you're going to have Star-Lord go kind of solo. Groot and Rocket will go off and have their own movies. And then
But-
Adam Warlock's group will be the Infinity Watch.
But not the actual Groot.
Baby Groot.
Oh,
Son
I'm
of
sorry.
Groot.
Son of Groot.
Yeah, he'll die again, and this will be son of Groot.
John is
It'll
contemplating
be
the universe. right
grandson of Groot. Or maybe
You know what?
What? Go ahead.
I'm hoping we'll see Groot like we've seen him as a baby, we've seen him as a teenager and as an adult. I hope we see him like as like an old man, or not like an old man, but like a
Like an old
like a
weeping
King
willow
Groot.
tree.
Like he's huge with a huge beard and a huge crown and all this stuff.
Like something out of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Geezer Groot.
Geezer Groot. Yeah.
Old man Groot.
So
I feel more.
Is that it?
then we'll have Infinity Watch movies. We'll have Star-Lord movies. We'll have Rocket and Groot movies. And while you're doing all that, then you can have your Fantastic Four and Captain Marvel movies, and they could do Secret Invasion. Do you want me to tell you about Secret Invasion again?
No, I think
No.
we're good.
Oh no, we're good. We're good.
You don't want to hear me say squirrels again?
No.
Squirrels. Scrolls. Scrolls.
Anyhow, the whole reason for all this is I was reading Annihilation the other night, and that would make a heck of a movie.
A heck of a movie.
I'm not talking about the Natalie Portman Annihilation.
I tried to get Charlie to go see that with me today, and he wouldn't go to the movies with
You
me.
never said today. You said sometime, and I had
Today
planned.
at 1 p.m.
I never got that
It
message.
is in your
It is not.
I said, hey, what are you doing today around 1 p.m.? You want to go to the
He's-
movies?
He's like this. He's like,
and you're like,
this.
yeah.
delete. No, it is not in there right now.
You're
I'll
like,
tell
yeah,
you.
let's go Thursday.
Okay. I just now saw that message. Yeah.
Piece of crap.
I did not. Yeah. I did.
Utter piece
See
of
this?
garbage.
I did not see that.
This is
The
what
one that
happens
popped up
when
was the
one
G-
beard and then one non-beard try to do something together.
If John wasn't working, he would have gone with me.
Exactly.
See what?
I don't know.
Annihilation, Natalie Portman.
No, I wouldn't have gone.
Something. I hate everybody.
The movie looks like it's terrible.
Sounds
You
bitter.
look like you're terrible.
I feel terrible
Your
tonight.
face is terrible.
I'm sorry. Aaron, are you done with the Marvel Universe?
I think so. We just
I
cut
was
him
going
off.
to tell you about Annihilation, but I've lost the will to live. So
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break and reset the
And
camera.
then we got a prediction list we're going to talk about.
Yes,
Oh,
awesome
prediction
sauce.
list.
All right, so we'll
Prediction
bring you
list.
right back.
I like my new bumper music. I'm going to play it again.
If I made my own music, I'd have everybody listening to it. Did you hear this? You hear this? You hear this? I made it. I made it.
That ain't on there. Never mind. Forget
Oh,
it.
Johnny John.
Ah, screwed it up.
Johnny boy. Just hum it for us.
I can't. All right.
All right, and are we back?
Yeah, we're back. We've been
Welcome back to the Five Live Bears podcast. So now that we've gone over this, Aaron's predictions for the Marvel Universe, now John's got a prediction list that he found. We're going to go over that real quick. John, to you.
John's alive, y'all.
I am alive. Man, it's been a rough week. I started coming down. It snowed. It was 67 degrees on Monday here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know anything about the Ohio Valley or living in Louisville, Kentucky, or anywhere around this, you can go through about 14 or 15 different temperature changes in about 5 hours here. If you're not, if you're keeping track.
67, then it snowed a foot of snow.
It was literally 67 degrees when I walked into school on Monday morning, and when I walked out, it was sleeting. I mean, and it was still like, it was weird because it felt like it was still about like in the 50s or something. It was starting to sleet. And then it snowed, like 237 feet that evening. And
or 8 inches.
or 8 inches, whichever, depending on which side of town you're on. All right. I've been looking around, and Aaron was talking about giving predictions. So tonight what I thought we'd do is we kind of go around the horn and look at some predictions. That we did not make these up. I found these online. And what they did on this website is they made predictions on who's going to live and who's going to die within the Infinity War movie. So, and it's a long list. We're just going to kind of go through and we'll stop and talk about some of the ones that we find that are interesting. So, starting at the top, and I think they've done them in alphabetical order.
Everybody's going to die.
Yeah, everybody's going to die.
Let's put Tim down for dead.
Everybody's dead. Number 1, they have on here Ant-Man, and they say Ant-Man lives. Of course he does, because he's got a movie coming out right after that. He's
Right.
got to live.
But it's set before it.
It's an origin story. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Aaron, is Ant-Man set before Infinity War, even though it comes out after Infinity War?
Guys, I'm too sad to do the podcast.
All right. We'll see you later.
Okay. Bye, Aaron.
Click.
Spiders. Anyway, go ahead. Ant-Man.
All right, so
Next
Ant-Man,
up.
they say Ant-Man lives.
I think Ant-Man lives.
Number 2, Black Panther lives.
Yeah.
They're going to give you that. Anybody got any?
Aaron, any disagreements?
No, I'm good.
Number 3, Black Widow lives. That's what they're saying.
I don't think
Iffy.
I don't know if she will or not. I think that she might go out with.
She might be like a vague death. She might be dead. She might be alive.
I think Hulk lands on top of her.
Oh. Aaron,
Done.
Black Widow?
I'm too sad to do
Aaron.
the podcast. My wife left me. My dog died. I'm wearing a dishcloth.
Aaron.
Are you high?
I don't know.
Too far.
No, I'm okay.
Okay, anyway, go ahead, Josh.
All right, I'm in. All right.
I'm in. I'm back in the game.
I was about to hit the
I kinda
ejection
feel like
button.
Yeah.
maybe the original Avengers, for the first movie might all die. So Black Widow, but they're always talking about a Black Widow movie, so I'm not sure.
Okay, iffy.
Captain America, they give him a big dies in this one, and
Yes.
everybody's pointing to that. I mean, everybody's pointing to Captain America dying. I say I think he's gonna last until the 4th movie. I think that's where he's gonna go.
Okay,
out.
are we predicting dying in Infinity
This is
War?
Infinity War. Yes.
Oh. No.
I think the only one who dies in Infinity War might be Vision.
That's a possibility, but
I kind of think that we're not going to have a lot of depth in this one. I think it's going to be the next one.
You can't kill a computer program.
yeah, but
unless they didn't install the
soul,
antivirus.
what's it called? Not the soul stone.
Well, the body will live, but the soul will survive.
the soul stone gets ripped out of his head. They show that very graphically in the trailers. This is a hard one here for me. Dr. Strange dies. They're going to predict Dr. Strange dies in Infinity War. I don't see that happening. But they're saying it's maybe just like a half death because like his body dies, but he goes out into the astral plane and then comes back with the eye of Emoto and all that jazz.
So here's my big thing. My big question is there going to be like a do-over button at the end of Avengers 4? Like, oh, everybody's dead. Oh, now everybody's back to life. If they do that, then yeah, everybody's going to die. But if it's permanent deaths, then I don't think Doctor Strange will die.
Well, because one of these stones is the time stone. So they could reset and reboot anything they wanted
That's
to
what
do.
they do in Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Number 6, Drax lives, they say, which that doesn't. He's Guardians of the Galaxy 3 coming up.
Yeah.
That's an easy one. Falcon, they say Falcon lives. That's a prediction they give. I would probably agree. He's a side character. Gamora.
We're talking permanent deaths, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah.
permanent.
No, she's fine.
Gamora lives. Yeah, I will agree with that. I'd say she probably does. Groot. They're saying Groot dies in this. This
Another
website
Groot
says Groot dies. I don't care if he dies in this one. I'm done with the Groot thing because that would just be ignorant to me to continuously have this saying
Have another
die
baby
and
Groot.
rebirth, die and rebirth.
What if Groot dies and then you find out that the Groot from the original Guardians has survived, and so now you get the original Groot back?
No.
That just gets too mind. That's just mind numbing after a while. That's just totally unnecessary mind numbing.
By then, I think that they have gone to the Groot tree one too many times now.
Nice.
Oh.
So no, I don't think he dies.
Number 10 on this list is Hawkeye. They say he dies, which would not surprise me. They have totally underutilized the Hawkeye character
Yeah,
in
I'm
all
a huge Hawkeye fan.
all the Avenger movies, so that wouldn't surprise me
But
if they finally kill
he
him off.
hasn't been in the trailers at all.
Which is weird. They're not showing him
Maybe
at
the
all.
movie starts off and Hawkeye dies like boom right away. He's dead.
Like steps out in front of a bus getting a
no.
scone or
The
something.
Thanos' ship lands on him.
In the middle of his farm.
He's on his farm with his kids. It's that
He-
he's finally retired. He's going home.
He's like, oh, we've been waiting so long for this
Going
moment, and then just
boom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
Thanos just drops out of the sky.
he gets up in the morning. His wife's like, "Can you go down and get me a scone?" And he's like, "Yeah, honey."
I got you. I got you.
Stones.
That's it.
He's going out to milk the cow. And that's where he's got the soul gem hidden.
And Samuel L.
in
Jackson
the
too.
cow.
Bessie.
So,
It's around Bessie's neck with a collar.
oh man,
It opens up the barn
You
door
know.
and there's Thanos.
The Incredible Hulk lives.
Yes.
No.
You don't think so?
Yes.
I think he does. I think you can't
Yes.
kill
I
the
think he
Hulk.
does.
Okay.
You can't kill the Hulk.
Here's
You
a
convinced
spoiler. Spoiler. When you kill the Hulk, as long as a piece of his purple shorts survives, you can grow a baby Hulk, and then
As long as one of his toes make it.
One of the
that's
best
just
ever.
ridiculous, Tim. It's ridiculous.
Charlie had one of the best Hulk imitations ever back in the late '90s. Had this like New Jersey accent going. It was one of the ones.
smash.
Hulk smash.
All right. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into that.
Into the late 90s?
I hope this one's not true because it is the character of characters for me. But Iron Man, they are saying that Iron Man passes away
He's dead.
in this movie.
We're losing our hero.
He's
I know, man.
He's
Yeah,
either
losing Cap.
dead
You're losing
or he's going to be gone off the scene somehow and come back later on.
Well, see, one of the predictions I saw on here, and as I was reading it earlier, is that Pepper Potts dies, and then he dies in this incredible fit of rage,
They
or
killed Pepper Potts, man.
well, because everything's showing like Tony Stark being all like bummed out and everything. Something's going to happen to her.
There's a comic book where Thanos is defeated by Star-Lord and Nova when they slam into him and knock him into a portal, and all three of them are trapped. I could see them doing something like that with Captain America and Iron Man and Thanos all getting trapped in some other dimension. And they're not really dead, but they're off the map. They can't come back. Like they sacrifice themselves or something like
Well,
that.
I could see that because they kind of.
Leaves the door.
It
for him
seemed
to
like
come back
Iron
at
Man
some
was going to
point.
do that in the original Avengers movie.
When he was gonna fly up with the nuke.
And then they made Iron Man 3, and they just never mind.
Yeah, Iron Man 3.
Let's see here. We got a couple more here coming up. We got a bunch more, but we're not going to get them all. Number 13, Susie. She's sitting over there watching our camera for us this evening. Loki dies. They are saying that she's about to cry, sitting here right here with her new earbuds in, trying to look all cool over there. Loki dies. We're sorry. According to this, Susie, he has basically outlived his usefulness in the MCU. And I really do kind of agree with that to some degree. I think that he is. I mean, what more can he do? I mean, he
could look fantastic in a black suit.
He can.
He can sit there in your bathrobe eating your grapes,
If I
watching
look
the
like
play.
that in a black
You look like a
suit,
witch.
I'd wear it everywhere.
Seriously,
Like kids
I
these
mean,
basketball games, walking in with a black suit. Like, hey, going Kroger, walking in with a black suit.
and everybody be like,
Yeah, they would, man.
There's Tim in that black suit.
Toys R Us liquidation sale, going in with a black suit. I'm telling you.
I would even be like, if he came down here and be like, yeah, look at
Podcast
that.
night, coming in with a black suit. I'll unbutton it while I sit down too, the black suit.
But
But when I stand back up, I'm buttoning that thing back up, man. I'm telling you.
You gotta unbutton it slowly too,
Oh,
right
yeah.
before you set.
Like one hand.
Where you get the
one hand
where you
on-
grab the button from the inside and the out and you pop it.
Yeah, the one hand unbuttoned too.
Yeah.
Oh, my
yeah.
gosh.
Oh my
Where you
god.
have your other hand in your pocket.
Man. Aaron, does Loki die?
I think that Loki and Thor are both going to die.
What?
And then maybe be like reborn in Thor 4.
As
Thor
one-
4, that's fun to say.
As one person.
Thor 4?
If they,
No, I think all the gods will be reborn.
Loki.
in
I'm
Thor
going
4.
to say, I'm going to go out and say this right now. If they kill off, quote unquote, a bunch of characters and then bring them all back, I'm going to be very,
Well,
very unhappy.
they're going to bring back some of these characters with different people playing it. Like maybe Bucky.
They
as
should
Captain
reboot. Just
America.
reboot. That's what they should do.
Have the Infinity War and then just reboot and tell the story.
No,
Give
I
that-
don't
give
I don't
that-
think they would reboot it. That would get that gets
Well, not now, but in like 5 years, now that Disney owns all the stuff, they should. But I mean, this revisionist history bullcrap has just got to stop when it comes to movies. Like,
What are you talking about?
I am prematurely angry at episode 9.
He's
Like,
already
I'm
mad.
Oh no. That's for
And it
another
all
time.
Here
comes
we
back.
go.
Oh, here we
go.
go.
Charlie, stand up in front of the mic. Stand up.
So-
Get up in front of
John,
So here's
get
the
up-
thing.
Charlie's about to go full revival mode on us. He's got the mic out of the stand.
Cut
And
a
I tell you
promo.
what,
Cut a promo
Disney
on it right now.
needs to learn not to mess with our characters. Ah! Elvis? Yeah. But no, I just, I'm going to find it insulting if you're like, oh, we're going to kill this character off in Infinity War, and then at the end of Avengers 4, they come back to save the day. That's going to be so stupid.
Well, get ready to be mad.
Okay.
I think that's probably the route they're going to
Get
go
ready
with.
to be angry.
M'Baku dies.
The big guy from
Yes.
from Black Panther.
M'Baku dies. That's what we're saying.
Ape man?
Ape man, yeah. Or whatever it's called.
Man ape.
Man ape.
The leader of the Jabari. He's going to feed you to his children.
I
Just
don't
kidding.
even. Why,
Vegetarians.
why are we even having discussion about whether he lives or dies?
I don't know.
I
It's
mean,
on the
I
list.
love
No,
it.
I mean, just say why.
I mean, I love the character.
out
but
of
yeah,
all the
it doesn't-
people.
Tim was just saying earlier. I wish we had a list, and then
No, that's not what I'm saying.
here it
You
is.
provide.
No,
I provide.
I mean, why would they bother putting him on the list of all the characters?
Because they wanted to get to a certain number.
My my Flonase is actually kicked in, and I'm in a good mood right now. And I got a list and everything. And Tim's like, I don't understand it. Number 50.
Now, if you had just helped the Easter egg hunt, he wouldn't be in such a salty mood.
I didn't ask him. Okay, I knew he'd say no.
I'm done with that stuff. 15. Mantis. I don't really care. She
Please.
lives.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
you care about
Wow.
M'Baku, but you don't.
I didn't
care
say I
about-
cared about a Baku.
Next is Rose.
I did not. Oh, don't even start with Rose.
Wait, you love her.
We
She's-
shouldn't
she's-
destroy
she's
the
in the
things
greatest-
we hate. We should save the things we love.
You love
While the
Rose.
First Order is blowing the crap out of that door behind her. That's
No,
right.
don't you do that, John. Don't you do
what?
that.
You can't do
You
that
go,
after.
Oh,
you-
that's the greatest Star Wars movie ever.
Never said that.
That's really good.
Tattooed on your chest.
Susie, sitting over there behind the camera. Did I ever say that the Last Jedi is the best? Don't even look at him. Stop looking at him.
That's better than Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
tell
you
what.
get off my couch. I never said that. That is a pretty good movie.
How could you even say that?
We can't hear you.
She said, "You said." I've
was a
never
great
seen a
movie.
better Star Wars movie in my entire life.
I never said that. Nebula dies. They're saying Nebula dies.
Yeah, I'll
figured
go
that.
with that one.
They're saying that Michonne dies.
Whatever her name is from Black Panther.
Oh,
Wait, who did you just say? Nebula?
yeah.
Nebula. Yeah.
Nah, I'm not saying nothing. Okay.
Aaron's still kind
She
of.
can't dog because she's the keeper of the keys. Oh, what?
What was that?
Nothing.
Brian was doing his Aaron impersonation.
I went full Aaron for a minute.
He went
sorry.
full Aaron.
Flirt. Moving on here real quick. They're saying, and this is a big one. This hurts the heart. Pepper Potts dies.
Who cares?
I haven't even until you brought it up. I hadn't even thought about Pepper
I
Potts being.
like Gwyneth Paltrow.
I like
Who
Pepper Potts
cares?
too.
I like Pepper Potts.
Who cares?
It's because her name's alliteration. That's why I really like her.
Yeah, if I was
Reed Richards.
Get a plaque of her name then.
If
When
I
I,
was-
when I was growing up,
if I was
girl had an
14,
alliterative name. I was like, in
if
love.
I was 14, I'd be totally crushing.
Like Aaron Eyeball.
I was so in love with my brother.
Number 19, real quick. Here we go. Rocket Raccoon lives.
Of course.
No problem there. Scarlet Witch lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that
Yeah.
one. Cherie, however you say her name, I don't know, lives.
Shuri,
Yeah, from
his sister.
yeah, his sister. You know she does because he's been in Black Panther 2. Spider-Man, of course, lives.
Yeah.
There's plenty more money to be made off him.
Well, he's already been touted as the guy that deals with the aftermath of the Infinity War.
Yeah. Star-Lord lives, of course, because Guardian Galaxy 3. Thanos lives. Let's see here. Got a couple more here.
Yeah.
Got to move the list. We know Thanos does. Thor dies. I can see that coming. They've been itching.
Aaron, do you think they're gonna
itching to
go-
get rid of him?
I think they're gonna go Lady Thor after this.
Possible. Well, but if they do Lady Thor, that's going to be Natalie Portman. I don't see Natalie Portman being Lady Thor.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
Moving on. Let's see. Valkyrie, she lives. They're saying Vision dies. I think that's one that's been.
Yeah.
Speculated
we
the
saw
same.
his head get ripped off, unless he's wearing his toboggan. Charlie.
War Machine, which is one of my favorite secondary characters. They say he lives.
No, thank you.
And
I think he might die.
and then Winter Soldier lives, or the White Wolf as they're calling him here.
Yes.
Which I've gotten to like that character more than I did when they first showed him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next Captain America.
And then last but not least here, they saved the best for last. Wong from Doctor Strange, the librarian
he
from Doctor
dies.
Strange. He lives,
dies.
as they say.
It's gonna make Captain America, or it's gonna make Doctor Strange get mad, go on a crazy I'm gonna avenge Wong mission, straight Stallone style.
So that's the list. That's what they say. That is their predictions, and most of them seem
real-
rather credible. But
Real quick. I know I got cut off earlier, but let me just. I'm not gonna read my last page of notes, but I'm just gonna throw this out
he's
there.
got pages of notes.
Annihilation. Picture the Guardians of the Galaxy and Starship Troopers, and that's what it would be.
That'd be pretty
Them-
awesome.
Them fighting all the bugs and Nova and all that and stuff. It'd be really cool.
I can
That's
go
it.
with that.
That's it.
I'd watch a crazy war movie. The only good bug is a dead bug. It's a good movie. John, thank you so much for this list.
You're welcome.
It really touched my heart.
Well, good.
And not have one final question.
Oh,
Would you rather?
oh.
He's not even going with a card, folks.
No.
This is straight off the top of his head.
Would you rather be a police officer in Gotham City or a Nova Corps member in Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh, Nova Prime, I guess is the planet.
Oh, that's actually a pretty decent. That'd be an actual.
Or-
Didn't they all die?
Well, not all of them.
No, not yet.
They all hooked themselves in the net and blew up.
No,
Not
that's
all
not
of
all of
No,
them.
that was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
You
You're
see-
thinking of. You're
Did
thinking
you
of.
say Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, but you
No,
see
I mean,
them all
from
flying
Guardians of the
away and
Galaxy.
stuff. You
Yeah.
see them all
Okay,
flying away.
okay. I thought they all got caught in that net. and
Or
all died.
Look at Brian.
and
Brian's like,
third option. A prison guard from Suicide Squad.
no.
My answer: prison guard from Suicide Squad. Tim.
Nova.
Okay, wait, you got to explain that.
explain
Why
yourself.
why prison guard from Suicide Squad?
Because it's kind of what I do anyway.
I was about to say it's what he's doing now. So.
Yeah, it's kind of where art reflects life. Okay, I got you.
No, come back to
I
me.
would. I just want to hang out with Killer Croc. John.
watch BET.
I want to be part of the Nova Corps. I think that would be. I've always liked Nova. I thought he was a really cool character. Even though I don't know much about him, I liked his uniform, and you get to fly around in space. So,
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
Brian, you also said Nova Corps.
Nova, yeah.
Aaron.
I've read Annihilation, so I'll be a cop in Gotham City.
And Timbo.
I don't like any of the options, to be honest with you.
If you were an expendable character that would most likely die in a comic book, what
In the
would you
first
be?
10 minutes of the
It
movie.
wouldn't be Batman Gotham City because those cops always die in the worst ways.
Okay.
In
Go with Nova. You know it.
Suicide Squad, I feel like I would just be in a bad movie. I just, like, oh gosh, here we are.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Ooh, can I be in Fast and
Yes.
Furious?
Yeah.
I'm in.
But you're one of you're one of the guys that just
No,
gets, you're
I'm what I am in
You-
Fast
you-
and Furious. I'm the next villain.
no.
They
no, no,
defeat
no,
me
no.
at the end, and then in the next Fast and Furious, I join the fam.
You are
I'm-
Clint Eastwood's son's character who ends up getting body slammed by the Rock in the first 5 minutes because he's
Yeah,
disrespectful
but
to him.
he becomes the new Paul Walker. I'm in. I'm done. I'm good.
Mic drop.
I just like how we all
Damn.
stay with the parameters. And Tim's got to be different. Just because you're in your purple T-shirt or your pink T-shirt and your aqua blue hoodie doesn't mean you're better than us.
Tim's special.
Gosh, make fun of my wardrobe, why don't you?
Salty
No, actually,
Charlie.
I'm jealous of your
No,
wardrobe.
we can't all just have plaid shirts like you that we
Yeah,
wear.
that's all
I look like a lumberjack. Oh,
Charlie,
Oh,
where can they find us?
They can find us on actual
Somewhere.
things. SoundCloud,
They can find us on the streets of Gotham City,
YouTube,
protecting
the
the
dumpster.
innocents. Oh,
not Stitcher, Apple Podcast, Google Play, and on live. What's our
FLB
and
FLBpodcast.blogspot.com.
And
I almost said live
soon-
journal.
and
Almost said live
soon you can find some of us in Gatlinburg.
journal. Yes.
And Myrtle Beach.
Spring break coming
Hashtag.
up.
All right.
Right,
so-
John is getting wild at spring break.
Down at the donut fryer.
Oh, you better
have-
awesome.
You better have them cream fills done.
Local podcaster.
Social studies
20
TV.
minutes on the donut fryer.
Sorry, Brad.
See you later, players.